What's going on YouTube? It's Mike here today, guys. I'm going to be reviewing a cheap $10 bumper case for the iPhone 5 by Photive. Yes, that is right, guys. You heard me right. I'm going to be doing a review of this bumper case for the iPhone 5. Now, unfortunately, Apple has not unleashed or released any bumpers for the new iPhone this year, like they did for the 4, and eventually just dragged onto the 4S. So, I actually looked this up on Amazon. As a matter of fact, this came from TLD today. Like, I watched his video, and I said, darn, I really want to get one of these. So I checked it on Amazon, and it was only $10. I forget the company name. It's just, a simple case. There will be a link down in the description below that you could click to actually get to this, and I figured, why not? Plus $2 shipping, $12. It was here in only 3 days, and it said October 19th. Today is the 12th, so I was very impressed with Amazon's shipping, as they did it very snappy and quick. Now, I have already tried this out on my phone, and I must say I really like it. Basically, the package just consists of the actual bumper itself, which is right in here. It's pretty straightforward and simple. I mean, there's nothing else to the packaging. Obviously, you don't really need any other instructions, since it's just a simple bumper. Now, before we put it on the phone, let's get into, the design and features. Obviously, here we have our full ringer mute switch, fully cut open for usage. Our volume buttons, which do look actually pretty small, but they still look very sleek. A very black, glossy design around the whole bumper. Up here we have our power button, obviously no headphone jack here. On the bottom we have our headphone jack, 3.5mm, our lightning port. Now, on the previous generation of this iPhone 5 bumper, yes, there's already a second generation of this. This is the updated one. On the first one, this little slit here for the lightning port bulged out a lot. In this version, which it doesn't even state it on the packaging, but this is an updated version, and it does not bulge out. You could use the same link, it doesn't matter, they have updated their product, so I'm pretty happy about that. And then on the side over here, obviously there's nothing, so let's go ahead and put this thing on the phone. Now, I will say the phone with the actual bumper on is a very tight fit. Everything fits perfectly. I would have, since it's a $10 bumper and it's not Apple-made, I would have expected it to be a little less quality, less feeling, and kind of loose too. I have had experiences with bumpers like that before, but as you can see, the back is fully exposed, with the exception of this little lip sticking out on the front and back, and the front is fully exposed as well, and we'll go over all of our ports too. So it looks really nice. It fits around really slick, like I said, feels really tight on, and I have to say, I do feel like I'm still holding an Apple product. I don't feel like it's cheap. It is pretty flexible, without the phone in it. But otherwise it holds around the phone very well, very sturdy, and feels great in the hand too, and it feels good to finally feel that aluminum back, which I didn't when I had my previous iPhone 5 spec case on. So it does feel really good, like I said, the design, very sleek, I love how it's shiny, and it's pretty durable too. Now, of course, with something like this, I mean, there does have to be some cons. I don't have many, however, for this case, but I will go over a few, I guess. My major one complaint is the power button feedback. When you actually press the power button in and out, if you're just pressing it directly, like with your finger like this, it's not bad, but when you're doing something like this, it feels like there is barely any feedback at all. It's just a bad feeling. And usually I do like to feel feedback when I press my sleep and wake button. So it kind of disappoints me. If you're doing it directly like this, you just feel it fully. But if, you're doing it to the side, like if you're going to click it in with your thumb, there is no feedback at all. But it does still work. Like, it's not sticking, as you can see, as I do it over and over again. It's not sticking to the point where, it would revert to, the slide to power off screen, but like I said, it's just a small little complaint I have. I wish there was more feedback when you hit it to the side. However, pressing it directly on and off does kick in fine. I've noticed that some people have been complaining about the very small volume buttons and how it's impossible, in quotes, impossible, to reach into the mute switch. The mute switch is a little hard to get to. I have no complaints, however, though, about it. I'm able to just get in fine. Maybe it's because my fingers are small, but I'm able to flip it on and off fine. It is something to get into, but hey, I mean, it protects it. So, I find that on most cases. I don't really have complaints with that. And in terms of the volume buttons, I don't have complaints with that either. I'm actually glad that they're small. I hate big buttons. I love small buttons, not minuscule, but I do like small buttons. I like these smaller ones. They do look a little bit different than what's on the actual phone, so I like how they're kind of sized down and they work fine. They have perfect feedback, in my opinion. You know, they don't have much, like they're not clicking, but they do have feedback, so I have no complaints with that, although some people do, and, you know, that's just their opinion. And then with the bottom of the ports, I will just show you guys kind of a demo here. Here's just putting the Apple EarPods in. As you can see, it does fit all around. There is no bulging, as it was on the previous generation. Let's just try and get focused in a little bit there. So there is no bulging out. It doesn't push it out in any way. It fits perfectly around, doesn't move anything, doesn't have a tight fit, and I could just spin it around. And it does feel like it's in good and it's not being pushed up or pushed away from anything. And with the lightning cable, that is the case as well. Once it goes in, you can see that it no longer bulges it out. There is that extra space that is cut for it on the edges, so it no longer pushes it out like it previously did on the older models like TLD Today had. This apparently is the newer one with better cut ports, and as you can see, it's working fine. The speakers and mic are fully open, so I have no complaints with the lightning port. It doesn't bulge out at all when I connect it, and you know, even if I do the lightning cord reverse, it still is perfectly fine. So guys, that's pretty much it for my review of this $10 iPhone 5 bumper. Again, a great deal on Amazon from the guys over at Photive. Definitely check out the link in the description if you want to pick one of these up. Who knows, the price could go up. It could be taking off Amazon for copyright. Well, not copyright, but you never know. So just go pick up one before the price rises or the seller just disappears, because $10 is a great deal. And if you have an iPhone 5, this definitely works out. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave some comments below on your thoughts. Of course, rate, give this video a thumbs up, and click the subscribe button up top. Right over here in this corner, there should be a little annotation, if you have them enabled, to a video that leads to an iPod Touch 5G giveaway. Definitely go click that and check it out, and enter for a chance to win a brand new 32GB iPod Touch 5G. Alright guys, see you in the next one. Peace.